Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and get restarted up right here. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see me yet or what you can see, but we are gonna get into this thing, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. As you guys know, we are talking about the 21 Pilots best song ever. Which one is it? And I realized that for this one, I could not decide it on my own. I needed your help. And that's because it's because there's some 21 Pilots songs that I don't have a very strong opinion about. And of course, 21 Pilots is something that reaches so many different people. There's no way that just one person by myself could figure this huge question out. And we are going to do our best to figure this out tonight. You guys are going to help me. It's going to be absolutely fan-flippin-tastic. It's going to be just the most amazing thing. So let's get into this, people. Be ready to comment back. Hit me up with your opinions on this stuff, and we'll see what goes down. As always, super chats are really, really appreciated. I use it to buy things like this microphone or these headphones or this table. I don't know, these books, and just to support the progress of this channel. So if you want to hit me up with a super chat, I would appreciate that a lot, and I promise you that I will put it right back into making more cool videos like this, or taking April out to a fancy dinner. Those are the only things I'll use super chats for, and I appreciate any help that you consider giving. But let's go ahead and jump into this, guys. We're going to ask questions about this. Where did it go? Yeah, I still have to figure out. I've got new software for doing this live streaming stuff. But here is our bracket. And yes, I did get TB Saga in there. You can see we've got a lot of songs on here. There's 64 total. Now you'll notice that there's some weird stuff here, like college basketball tournament bracket, and that's kind of ridiculous. And these little seed numbers don't mean anything for us. So just kind of deal with that, and we'll take it as it comes. But it's a single elimination rounds where Stressed Out is going to go up against Fairly Local here, and the next one will proceed. The winner will proceed to the next round, and eventually we'll have a top 4 or a top 2, and then a national champion. Pardon the basketball bracket terminology, but this was the very best one that I could find on the interwebs. So we're going to work with it. I think it's going to be fantastic. And let me talk to you guys here. Where are my friends? And of course, it's going to take me a little while to transition back from each to each, though. But let me see what you guys are saying, because I love you guys. I love hearing what you guys have to say. We got Sam Melbourne, you my favorite YouTuber. Thanks. You are one of my favorite viewers among 37. When are you going to start? We are starting now. Good night. So my phone says, thanks, Pete, when I get a notification. That's cool. Hi for the third time. Hey, we had a little bit of trouble getting started. I accidentally posted the wrong stream, and people were like, oh, this is so cool. And so I kind of had to just go with it. And that's where we're at right now. So I wasn't actually going to do this tonight, but here we are. Lauren, how's it going? Pop. That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I like that name, sort of. It's going pretty well. I hope you're doing well, too. Busy day at work today. 20A Weber, your channel is amazing, by the way. Thanks so much. I Love Flightless Birds, TB Saga, Coconut Sharks in the Water, a lot of other. Jar of Hearts is a cover. All of these ones that you guys are mentioning are on here. Why? Oh, this is going to be hard. You are my idol for doing Tuesday 21 Pilots. Yeah, and this is kind of a special Tuesday 21 Pilots episode. I am using covers just because I had to fill the 64 brackets on the song. Otherwise, we missed out on it. Atomic Mars, hey, how's it going? I was just saying to my friend that Taxi Cab is factually the best TOP song ever, and I will fight to the death on this. Dr. Juice asked what this live stream about. We are deciding the best 21 Pilot song ever using a bracket. It's going to be super fun. I appreciate your channel videos a lot. Thank you so much. I was going on as a tournament. Will you be my friend? I have none. I am your friend. Here I am. How will this work? So I'm going to be taking votes from you guys. I'm going to be using my opinion, kind of a mixture of both. Some of them I'm just going to decide, because with 64 songs, this could take a really long time. And in fact, I'm a little bit worried that we might have to do it in 2 parts. But I'm going to be taking your opinions on ones that I particularly don't know the answers to, and be coming back to you guys. So let's see. I was listening to Kitchen Sink and got notification. Shark Lover 04 Sneakers is a cool person because he's got notifications on, so he knows when to come and help me out with these deep questions. So thanks, Shark Lover, for being here. Awesome. I'm famous. Alt Husky Fan 1. Yes, You are famous. Famous to 46 people, so that's cool. All right, I like the song. Good, good, good. All right, so we are going to jump into this, guys. Let me pull that wonderful, wonderful bracket back up. And here we go. We've got our first one, Stressed Out versus Fairly Local. Now, I've got a very strong opinion about this, and I think most of the rest of the world shares this opinion with me. But what do you guys think? Stressed Out or Fairly Local? Which one is better? Now, with Stressed Out, you have just an amazing musical ingenuity there. And it's very unique and very cool. Fairly Local was the first song on Blurryface. No, Heavy Dirty Soul was, but Fairly Local was the first song they released for Blurryface, and I thought that it was pretty cool. Now, I want to hear what you guys have to say. Fairly Local. Wait, why all the Fairly Locals? I was definitely going to say Stressed Out, but you guys are like almost all saying Fairly Local. Wait, why in the heck is Fairly Local more popular? I mean, here's what's going to do. I'm probably going to be like the tiebreaker with some of these, but you guys are mostly saying Fairly Local. I was going to say Stressed Out, but heck. All right, people, we are going with Fairly Local. I don't want to get hurt by some Click members here. All right, now what about Migraine versus Johnny Boy? In this one, I think that Migraine's better. I like Migraine. It's more musically interesting. Johnny Boy is good, and it's heartfelt, and I think that that's really powerful. But I think that Migraine just sounds cooler. So I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about that one. And I'm already seeing some votes for Migraine, Johnny Boy, Migraine. Yeah, okay. Looks like Migraine definitely wins this one. And I apologize for a little bit of the lag on this. It's purposeful lag because I chose for this stream to make it more likely for you guys to not have buffering rather than I chose for you guys for me to like get the comments right away. So I'm like 30 seconds in the future, which is kind of cool. All right, now, Oh Misbeliever versus Lane Boy, and then be thinking about Car Radio versus A Car, A Torch of Death. I'm going to say I like Lane Boy more than Oh Misbeliever. Maybe old school Click fans are going to be Oh Misbeliever. But Lane Boy was, I think, better and more interesting, better produced, and it asked some questions that I could relate to. Oh Misbeliever was a little bit harder to understand, and the musical style wasn't as captivating. Car Radio, I'm just going to say, is going to definitely win this round. A Car Torture, that's a fantastic song. Do not get me wrong. But Car Radio is just amazing. And I think I'd probably be willing to outvote you guys on that one. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of Oh Misbeliever, Lane Boy. This is really tight. If it's a tie, okay, lots of Lane Boys. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give that one to Lane Boy, and then I'm waiting to hear about Car Radio, but you guys better fall in line with me on this one because Car Radio is objectively one of the greatest songs in the entire universe. All right, so we got Lane Boy winning here, and we got Car Radio winning here. Now let's move on down. This is going to be a tougher one. TB Saga, Taco Bell Saga, for those of you who don't know, and Blasphemy are both from No Fun Intended. Both really good songs, musically very interesting. The production value is not very high on either of them because they were from Tyler's first album. I think he wrote it around the time he was 17 and 18, when he was a senior in high school. And then the one that we'll be looking at right after that is Friend Please versus Goner. And this one honestly may be one of the closer matchups that we have because Friend Please is so good, it's so emotional, so powerful, asking members of the Click or listeners of the music to take their time and to think through things and to take encouragement. It's a very encouraging song. And then Goner is the last song on Blurryface, and it's one of the most powerful, one of the most loved songs from Blurryface. So I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about both of these. So I'm going to switch back over and see some of these comments here. All right, so good. A lot of you guys were in line with Car Radio. Whoops. There we go. I kind of Jimmy rigged this whole thing. Okay, Friend Please and Goner. Oh, man, it looks so tied. Blasphemy is definitely destroying Taco Bell Saga. That is 100% for certain. That is incredible. Okay, so Blasphemy is a lot more popular. Well, no, there's more Taco Bells. Oh, this is really tough. This might be a tie now that I'm looking through more and more of the comments, but I'm seeing Blasphemy. I think Blasphemy is going to win against Taco Bell Saga, which is sad because Taco Bell Saga is so good. And then between Goner and the next one, oh, that is really hard. Goner and Friend Please. I think Goner is winning. Yep. Well, Friend Please, Goner. Yeah, we're going to go with Goner on that one. Oh, Friend Please. Oh, guys, you're not making this easy. Friend Please, more Friend Pleases. Yeah, I honestly have such a hard time deciding between those two myself. Oh, it's almost a perfect tie between Goner and Friend Please. That is almost an exact perfect tie, and I almost don't know what to do. Oh, wow. I'm going to make the tough decision, and I'm going to say that they're both super powerful songs, but I'm going to give it to Goner because it's a little bit more recent, and I'm going to say that it's a tie between the two songs, but Goner is just going to out it in production value, and that is the only thing that is enabling it to win because they are literally so close in their value. And then I think here we said Blasphemy, one here. And now let's move on to the next one. Now, these are ones that you probably are much less likely to know about. Not Today versus Hole in the Ground. Hole in the Ground is from No Fun Intended as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that Not Today wins this one. I'm pretty sure that's what you guys are going to agree with. A much harder one is We Don't Believe What's on TV versus The Judge. And I have a hard time with this one because they're both ukulele driven, so they're both very similar songs. We Don't Believe What's on TV is about a relationship, whether romantic or not. And then The Judge is asking God to have mercy on him. And then beyond that, Glowing Eyes and Screen. Now, Glowing Eyes, I'm kind of blanking on this one. I think it's Glowing Eyes are like the demon staring at him, and then Screen is the screen he's trying to put up between him and God. So between these four songs, which ones win in their respective brackets? You got to help me out on this one, people. I'm going to personally say I like The Judge better, and I like Screen better, but I have a feeling I am not the only one with a strong opinion about this. So what are you guys saying here? We got, oh man, it's so close between We Don't Believe What's on TV and The Judge. Oh gosh. I like Get Your Own Friend, The Judge, obviously. Some of you guys were like The Hole in the Ground, but Not Today, I think is more popular. Just based on what songs were requested on my YouTube channel in general, I had to kind of go with that one. And that also will give us more time to get more of this accomplished tonight. We Don't Believe What's on TV versus The Judge. Oh, that is so difficult. You guys are not making this easy on me, but I'm seeing more of The Judge. I am definitely seeing more of The Judge. And then I'm seeing more Glowing Eyes than Screen, which is interesting to me because I prefer... Oh, nope, there's a lot of the Screen. Oops. There we go. All right. Glowing Eyes versus The Screen. Get Your Own Friend. Yeah, I did mention you. You're pretty awesome. You got cool opinions. All right, well... The Judge is going to win, and then Screen versus Glowing Eyes. It is basically tied, people. I'm going to break the tie with my vote and say Screen, and I'm seeing a lot more for Screen now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go stick with that. Apologies to everybody whose heart I'm breaking right now. Hopefully you'll like what we get into the final four. That is the big hope. So we got Screen, and, I'm getting a phone call. How do I exit out of phone calls? There we go. So with these, we're going to go with The Judge. All right. Oh, that's the Scree. What is the Scree? Nope, it's the Screen. All right. Now with the next few, we've got Semi-Automatic versus Ruby. Semi-Automatic is about not being able to be good all of the time and having to like force yourself to be good because it's so hard to be a good person. Ruby is about a girl, I think with Down syndrome, who was at Josh and Tyler's church, and so they wrote a song about her. Then we've got Fake You Out, which is to God saying, hey, I'm going to try to fake you out with like, I'm going to tell you I'm going to be a good person and follow you, but I'm not going to do a very good job. And then Ride, I think you guys know what that one is. It's thinking about deep thoughts and realizing I've been thinking too much, but also challenging yourself to be a better person. So I'm going to see what you homies are saying over here. This is going to be tough. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. You know, the worst part of this, what I've done to you people, is I'm pitting brother against brother, parents against children, grandparents against grandchildren, because all of these songs are so good. How do you choose all of them, between all of them? Semi-Auto and Ruby, I'm going to give it to Ruby. I'm going to give it to Ruby because I'm seeing more Ruby votes. And while I personally identify with Semi-Automatic more, the concept behind Ruby is so powerful. Well, now there's more Semi-Automatic votes. Between Fake You Out and Ride, no, Ruby wins. I'm seeing way more Ruby than I'm seeing Semi-Automatic. And that is just a fact. So Fake You Out and Ride, this is going to be tough because I only see 2 fake you outs, and I only see 1 ride. So I think unless you guys say something pretty quick, and I'll come back and check it before I finish it up, but I'm going to say that I'm going to give this one to fake you out. Yep, fake you out 100. That is by far fake you out. So let's go ahead and hop over there and do that. Boom. All right, we got fake you out, and we got Ruby. Now, the next 3, and I'm going to go ahead and try to do 3 at a time here. Tear in My Heart versus Save. Save is from No Fun Intended. It's a really good song. Tear in My Heart is from Blurryface, and it's about Tyler's wife, Jenna. Trees versus Message Man. I already know what's going to win there. I absolutely know what's going to win between Trees and Message Man, and you guys are going to tell me my prediction right now. I predict. Polarized versus Isle of Flightless Birds is the other one. And this one I'm a little bit iffier about. Isle of Flightless Birds is about us humans, and we don't strive for the higher planes we could be living on. Instead, we satisfy ourselves with just being penguins. And then Polarized is about sorting out who you are so that you can interact with the world more appropriately. So let's see what you guys are saying here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my gosh, so many comments. I've never seen so freaking many comments in my entire life. This is amazing. I cannot read all of these guys. Oh my goodness, what do I even... Okay, Trees wins I'm seeing. I'm seeing tons of Trees. Oh man. Oh my goodness. You guys are commenting so many comments. I'm seeing a lot of Isle of Flightless Birds and Polarize. Message Man. Trees wins. Trees obviously is going to win that one. Tear in My Heart. Let me see if I can find those comments earlier, because Tear in My Heart, Tear in My Heart. Yeah, I think, oh wow, it's really actually kind of closer between Save and Tear in My Heart than I thought. I'm going to go ahead and say that there are more Tear in My Heart votes, and so we're going to stick with that. And then we've got Trees, and then between Isle of Flightless Birds and Polarized, that's also really close, but I think I'm seeing Isle of Flightless Birds. Okay. All right, so that's what we're going to go with, people. We've got Isle of Flightless Birds. We've got Trees, and we've got Tear in My Heart. All right, and now to finish out this bracket, we've got Slowtown versus the Pantaloon, and then Just Like Yesterday versus Anathema. Now, Anathema has a rap you're going to recognize from No Fun Intended. Just Like Yesterday, I'm not actually that familiar with. And then between Slowtown and Pantaloon, Pantaloon's about Tyler growing up and realizing he's going to become like his dad and his grandpa. And then Slowtown is also a difficult one. The meaning is escaping me, but you will recognize it because it is very slow and very methodical. Again, would you guys comment slower, please? Because there's no... Okay, I'm seeing Slowtown. And I'm seeing Anathema. Yeah, I'm seeing Slowtown and Anathema. And, oh my goodness, guys, I can't read this many comments. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? No, you're not, because I don't have it set correctly. There you go. How am I supposed to read these and with they're going so fast? But I'm seeing Anathema and Slowtown. You guys are amazing. I love doing this. And 80 people watching right now. This is the most we've ever done here, and so I'm really glad that you guys are here. But let's go ahead and tap that. Now, we've got Slowtown, and we have Anathema. And I've got to say, folks, this is the most people I've ever had on a live stream before, so this is really fun. I'm having a good time with you guys. I'm glad that this worked out time-wise for you guys. But I also want to remind you, and this is not, hopefully, a boring reminder, but super chats are a really cool way to support your favorite YouTubers. And I'm not saying like you gotta super chat me or anything like that, but I'm trying to build my channel more off of live streaming, and my ad revenue has just died. And so I use any super chats you guys are willing to support me with to purchase things like this microphone or this pen. Well, no, actually I get that pen for free. These books, I don't obviously have enough books, as you guys can tell. And any money that you do super chat me with goes to support this channel, or like I told everybody else earlier, to take April out to dinner for a date night. So I promise I'll only use it for that. If you guys want to support this channel, that'd be super cool. Join the super chat club, or we can come up with a better name. But anyway, back to what we were doing. Alrighty. And let's do a quick review just so anybody who's newly joining us can see where we're at. I'm seeing a lot of Heavy Dirty Soul votes already, so we're just going to go ahead and type Heavy Dirty Soul into here. And you guys be thinking about March to the Sea versus Aircatcher. and then Trapdoor versus Drown. March to the Sea is about kind of coming out of this groupthink and being willing to think for yourself and to find God. Aircatcher, I think, is about a relationship. It's been a while since I looked at that one. Trapdoor, I'm actually a little bit fuzzy on that one too, but it sounds really cool. And then Drown is from No Fun Intended. But yeah, so just as a quick review, while you guys are commenting those, here's what's already been decided. Fairly Local, Migraine, Lane Boy, Car Radio, Blasphemy, Goner, Not Today, The Judge, Screen, Ruby, Fake You Out, Tear in My Heart, Trees, Isle of Flightless Birds, Slowtown, and Anathema have already gone on to the third round or the second round. And so that's where they are at. And then over here, we've got a lot of other songs that we'll be looking at over the next few minutes, and pretty soon we're going to see the best ones going head to head, and this is just so much fun. I really love the fact that you guys are all in on this. But all right, so here's the question for you. March to the Sea versus Aircatcher and Trapdoor versus Drown. What's it going to be, folks? What is it freaking going to be? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I am so amazed by this just because this is so incredible. And I'm going to just make sure that I'm seeing everything correctly here. But I'm seeing more March to the Sea, and then between Drown and Trapdoor, I'm seeing Drown pretty heavily. Yep, we're going to go with Drown. So let me go ahead and jump on to this right here, March to the Sea. And I basically agree with both of these decisions, so I appreciate you guys having such awesome taste. Only a joke. Cancer, well, you do have awesome taste, but I'm saying that just because you agree with me doesn't mean you have awesome taste. Some of you guys are like, I know that already. But Cancer cover, the cover of Cancer, which was originally done by, I think, My Chemical Romance, was it? Yeah, I think so. Versus their cover of Jar of Hearts. And then we've got Before You Start Your Day versus Taxi Cab. And let me go ahead and fix that. But yeah, these are the ones we're doing right now. Cancer cover versus Jar of Hearts, and Before You Start Your Day versus Taxi Cab. And let's see what you guys are saying. Cancer. I'm okay. Oh my freaking gosh. How am I supposed to keep up with all of these comments? You guys, calm down. But I'm seeing Cancer. I'm seeing Taxi Cab for the next one. But Before You Start Your Day. This is the face of a man who is trying so hard to read faster than he's ever read in his life. So Taxi Cab is going to win that one. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and enter this information. I agree. Taxi Cab is the one I would have chosen. Before You Start Your Day is wonderful as well. But I would have gone with Jar of Hearts versus Cancer. Jar of Hearts was so stripped down. But I'm going to defer to y'all's opinion on that one because I love you guys and I trust you. Now, Falling Away. We got two Falling songs here. Fall Away and Falling 2. What do you guys think about those? And then Implicit Demand for Proof and Heathens. Now, Implicit Demand for Proof versus Heathens is going to be a really tough call, and I think it's going to come down to new click versus old click. Implicit Demand for Proof is just asking God, hey, I need proof that you're there, and strike me with lightning if you have to, but I really want to know that you're there. And then Heathens obviously is highly contested. Is it about the click? Is it about, Fall Away wins, okay, by a landslide. Implicit Demand for Proof seems to be beating Heathens, but I'm going to give you guys a chance to just make sure you're down with this. But I'm going to give it to Fall Away. Implicit Demand for Proof is winning. Is it going to happen? Implicit Demand for Proof, people. Okay, Implicit Demand for Proof, we're going to give it to them. Crazy stuff here. I thought Heathens would win, but oh well. What do I know? Implicit. I can spell. Implicit. All right, next one. Truce versus Hear Me Now, and then Hometown versus Prove Me Wrong. Hear Me Now and Prove Me Wrong are both from No Fun Intended, and then Hometown and Truce. Hometown's from Blurryface. Truce is from Vessel. I think it made an appearance in Regional at Best, but I think I'm wrong on that. So it's actually just Vessel, I'm pretty sure. But which one's going to win between these ones, guys? You decide. And I'm going to say that my opinion is Truce and Hometown. A lot of people think that Hometown Guys, what did I tell you about commenting so fast? How am I supposed to read these? While you guys are commenting those, let me just kind of brief everybody who just got here. Essentially, there is a big question in the world, and that big question is which 21 Pilot song is the absolute freaking sick as for kickin' heck best 21 Pilot song. And we are deciding that using an NCAA March Madness bracket. So we are right now deciding between a couple of different songs. And it's going pretty well. It looks like Truce wins, and it looks like Hometown wins, but Prove Me Wrong also put up a really good fight, but even still, Truce and Hometown, I think, are going to be the winners here. Alrighty, so on to the next one. Truce, cool, and Hometown. All right, Guns for Hands versus Chords/Words, and Taken by Sleep versus House of Gold. Guns for Hands is a song that's meant to encourage kids to use Tyler's music to fight the depression. Chords versus Words, I haven't actually listened to in a while. Taken by Sleep is, I think, from No Fun Intended as well, like Chords/Words. And then House of Gold is to Tyler's mom, ukulele driven. I think I'm going to go for Guns for Hands and House of Gold here. Prove me wrong. I dare you. What are you guys saying? I'm a patron, prove me wrong. Hey, wait. Who said they were a patron? I got to highlight this because I absolutely love my patron. Ryan Holmes, dude, you are so right. You are a patron. I remember your name. Hey, Ryan, I've been meaning to do I did the podcast recently. I don't know if you listened to it, but it's like a secret behind the scenes podcast. I hope that you liked it. Be sure to submit a comment or a question for me to answer in that behind the scenes podcast at some point. Alrighty, I'm seeing a lot of Guns for Hands here. House of Gold, yeah, kind of as I predicted here. It's going to be House of Gold and Guns for Hands. Okay, so we're going to stick with that one. Guns for Hands, House of Gold. Now we're getting close to being done with the entire first round. The Run and Go versus Ode to Sleep, both really, really good songs. The Run and Go reminds me a lot of Bohemian Rhapsody, and Ode to Sleep is one of my favorite songs by far. The next round is going to be super interesting because I Want to Know is from No Fun Intended and Coconut Sharks. If you guys haven't listened to Coconut Sharks, it is positively exquisite. Perhaps one of the best 21 Pilot songs you will ever listen to. Coconut sharks in the water. And I need to know what you guys think. So I'm kind of split between the Run and Go and Ode to Sleep, but I feel very strongly about Coconut Sharks. Okay, Ode to Sleep wins by 100,000 million miles, and Coconut Sharks is the winner. I'm going to give it to Coconut Sharks. You guys agreed with me on both of those. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. So let's see. Ode to Sleep. Oh, did not mean to do that. And Coconut Sharks. Okay, the next one, Where Did We Go versus Doubt. Now, Doubt's from Blurryface. Where Did We Go is from No Fun Intended. And then Holding On to You versus Realize That It's Gone. And then Addict with a Pen versus I'm a Goner. Now, Realize That It's Gone, Where Did We Go, and I'm a Goner are all from No Fun Intended. Addict with a Pen is from Self-Titled, right? And Holding On to You is from Vessel. And then Doubt is from Blurryface. So we got a wide range of songs here. What do you all choose? People still voting for Coconut Sharks. I must have a much higher lag than I thought. Doubt wins by... Doubt. Okay, guys, I surrender. Doubt wins. Holding On to You wins. And Addict with a Pen wins. We're going to give it to those three. All right, good choices, people. Everybody who is here, congratulations on coming to what is undoubtedly going to be the most historic live stream on YouTube ever since Addict with a Pen. Ever since YouTube started, this is sincerely going to just rock everybody's socks. And it's going to start getting hard. But if you guys just got here, let me go ahead and explain what we are up to, my dudes. I had Kitchen Sink on there somewhere, right? Where is Kitchen Sink? Where is for kicking Kitchen Sink? People, if Kitchen Sink's not on here, that is not... Kitchen Sink's not on here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw Kitchen Sink in here somewhere. Let's throw it in with right here. We're going to replace the Jar of Hearts with Kitchen Sink. And I realize that this is highly irregular and that you have every reason to burn me at the stake. But I need to retake the poll on this one. The Jar of Hearts cover is not a part of this anymore. It lost anyway. So tell me, people, the Kitchen Sink beat Cancer's cover. This is something that we need to know, obviously, and this is entirely my mistake. Please forgive me. Do not destroy me. Give me my life back. Let's see. Okay, Kitchen Sink wins. Cool. Cool. All right, sorry about the Cancer cover. Cancer cover wasn't going to win in the end anyway. I'm going to just predict. There we go. The balance is restored to the force, people. But for anybody who's just joining us, we are having just probably the best time I've ever had on a live stream. And we are talking about what the best 21 Pilots song is. And so we've essentially taken all 64 of the 21 Pilots songs that I could find. A lot of them from No Fun Intended, from Tyler Joseph's original album. And then a few of them were, one or two was a cover. And so we are talking about which one is the absolute best of all time. And so what I need from you guys is just, as we're going into round 2, it's going to be stressful, please. I need you to be calm. I need you to be collected. Do not grow so frustrated that you throw your phone into your computer or throw your computer onto your phone, whatever is your bend. Wait, Clear and Be Concerned aren't here? Okay, you guys, obviously I've made a mistake. I don't know how I could have done this. Please forgive me. Forgive me. So I'm going to find a couple of places that maybe Clear or Be Concerned would have won. Oh, this is hard. Okay, special bracket. People, tell me this right now. Where I can't even put in a special bracket. Clear and Be Concerned have to be on here. No, we can't not have them. Oh my gosh, we're going to die. We are absolutely freaking going to die. Okay, so Be Concerned is going to replace Hole in the Ground. So, does Be Concerned beat Not Today? And then does Clear beat Tear in My Heart? Those are the questions. We've got them right here. Tear in My Heart versus Clear, and Be Concerned versus Not Today. We're going to redo those brackets. This is obviously very unprofessional. You would never be able to tell that I'm an amateur YouTuber just trying to make my way through this crazy world. Be Concerned wins. It's less clear between the other two, which are Not Today. And yeah, Be Concerned does win, and I think Clear. Whoa, gosh, that's tough. Okay, we're gonna go with. Actually, I think we're gonna go with Clear and Be Concerned, and that may be a controversial ruling, but that is what I am seeing. All right, I'm glad that somebody mentioned those because they have proceeded to the next round. Difficult choices we're making here, people, but stay with me. Okay, so I was, before you all interrupted me with reminding me of what a loser I am, trying to tell you guys exactly what we're doing today. And essentially, we are trying to find the best 21 Pilots song of all time. We do not usually do live videos like this, but I'm wanting to do more of them, partially because I think that it's just so much more fun to interact with you guys, and I'm glad that you guys are here. So, wait, is Lovely not here either? Why do you guys keep doing this to me? Why? Lovely is apparently not here either. Why am I such a born... Dang it. Okay. You guys are really jerks here. All right, you know what? Taco Bell Saga didn't win anyway. So, which wins? Lovely or Blasphemy? Tough call, but you guys reminded me, so you get to make that decision. I'm not helping you in the slightest. What are you going to say? Lovely, we want Lovely. Is it Lovely or is it Blasphemy? Which one's it going to be, people? This is your call, your fault. Blah, blah, blah. And it looks like it's a tie-ish. Blasphemy. Blasphemy wins. It's going to be Blasphemy. Oh, and I can hear April coming up the walk. Just to make sure I've got Forest in here. I don't have Forest. Oh, okay. I promise. This is the last one. If another one didn't make it on here, it is just not rememberable enough. Okay. So last makeup vote before we finish this. Forest versus Anathema. Go. Tell me what the answer is, people. Forest versus Anathema. And then I'm done. We're not adding any more because we just don't have time. We got to move on with our lives, and that one will just be gone forever. I'm surprised with me screwing up like this just so much that you guys are actually staying here. Okay. Forest is going to maybe win. Oh, it's such a tie. Oh, it is almost a perfect exact tie. I have no clue. I'm seeing a slight lean in favor of Anathema, and as the tiebreaker, I'm going to tie break it for Anathema. Forest is a really good song. Don't hurt me. But where was I? I was trying to tell you guys what this whole thing is about. Essentially, we were trying to pick the best 21 Pilots song ever. This is a unique video for us. We usually do more like explanation type stuff, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check it out. Stick around. We do 21 Pilots Tuesdays. It's really fun. 21 Pilots song explanation every Tuesday. Super cool. And we are today explaining what the best 21 Pilots song is, as I've already said, and it's going to be super fun. So we're going to jump into more of these, and we're moving into round 2, so things are getting absolutely intense. We are over halfway done, and my big question for you guys is, can you handle the emotional disappointment when your favorite 21 Pilots song is not chosen? Because it might happen, and I hope not, but we are going to figure this out. Essentially, I've been basing all of my decisions off of seeing your votes. I act as the tiebreaker, or if I think that a song is definitely going to win, I go with that one. All right, just to save time. But let's take a look at the next one. Oh, and a quick reminder, if you guys get the chance, or if you want to support this channel, Super Chat is a really great way to do that. All Super Chats will go towards new equipment, like this beautiful microphone, or towards taking April out to dinner. My wife, by the way. All right, let's jump into this with the next one. All right, round 2, Fairly Local versus Migraine. Fairly Local is a song about his struggles with doing the right thing, and Migraine is about his mental health expressed actually through the physical in a headache. So the big question is Fairly Local versus Migraine, and then which is better, Lane Boy or Car Radio? Stay in your lane, boy. Or I almost said the wrong one. That would have been really embarrassing. The click would have fried me, I'm sure. Car Radio, how is you need to try to think. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought because somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Obviously, there's a better one there. And I am seeing that you guys are agreeing with me here. So that is absolutely flippity flip flop fantastic. Pardon just the weirdness. And we are going to say that the winner is clear. Migraine and Car Radio. Okay, Blasphemy versus Goner. There's a tough one for me. No Fun Intended versus Blurry Face, old versus new, and then Be Concerned versus The Judge. Ukulele Driven, or I don't remember Be Concerned right now. So actually, where is Be Concerned? I think I have it here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. For any of you who don't remember. Oh gosh, that makes it a harder choice. That does not make anything easier because I really, really love the sound of Be Concerned, and I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. Looks like Goner's winning. I think Goner's winning by far. You're breaking me, people. You're breaking me like clean in half because I cannot see which one wins. I think The Judge. No, Be Concerned. I'm going to have to make the choice on that one. I'm going to have to be the tiebreaker because I'm seeing so much for each one of those. Let's hop back over to our bracket. Goner definitely wins here. And then between Be Concerned and The Judge, that is such a tough call. Let me see. I'm going to go back to read your comments, see which one we're seeing more of. I'm seeing The Judge. Atomic Mars, you appreciated my flippity flip-flop fantastic. That is embarrassing. I can't believe you commented that back. So The Judge wins that one just by an inch. And we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break here. Hey, April, are you back? How's it going, babe? Hey, we're doing a 21 Pilots bracket. It's going really well. You should come and say hi because this is the most popular stream we've ever had. We have 115 people. And I have a whole new setup so they can see their comments on here. It's super cool. Guys, this is my wife, April. April, come to right there. Yeah. But yeah, check it out. There have been times, and this is so aggravating to me, and they can hear everything you say, by the way.
Okay.
When I will ask them which 21 Pilots song they think is better, and we're doing a bracket here.
Oh.
And they will comment so fast that I cannot even read the comments. Like right now they're saying hi to you.
Hey.
And it goes a lot faster than this. Like it's absolutely crazy. So we're having a fantastic time. This is April, and she was having coffee with a friend, so she's back.
Ryan Holmes, I am married to an amazing man.
And then Atomic Mars said, "Hello, April. You are flippity flip flop fantastic."
That sounds like something you would say.
It was a word I just said. All right. Oh, Kit Kat is purple chicken here. I think I remember we had a conversation a long time ago about who originally came up with purple chicken, because April uses purple chickens a lot as a user, like a gamer tag and stuff. So
A gamer tag.
it sounds more legit than what she really
It was
uses
my
it
gamer
for.
tag for Webkins. If anybody remembers that.
Yeah, that I don't. All right.
All
Well,
right, am I supposed to vote?
you want to help vote for one of these?
Sure.
All right. So the next one, let's find one that you would know both of. April is not as big a 21 Pilots fan as she should be.
We should do this for Coldplay.
Coldplay. Yeah, we should do a Coldplay one. You could really help out with that
We
one.
could.
What do you guys
Like,
think?
you're all
Coldplay?
wrong.
Would that work? Because Viva La Vida, I'm sure, would win. All right. Heavy Dirty Soul versus March to the
I
Sea.
don't know March to the Sea.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Taxi Cab versus Fall Away.
I don't know Fall Away.
Do you know Hometown?
Nope.
You know Guns for Hands, right?
Yes.
Good. House of Gold versus Ode to Sleep.
That would be a hard one.
Let me see if I can play the
Play
the
Ode
music
to
here.
Sleep.
Ode to Sleep. Not taking prisoners tonight.
Okay, I can do that one.
And then House of Gold.
I know this one.
Okay. So what do you guys think? House of Gold versus Ode to Sleep. We'll let April be the tiebreaker if there is a tie. I have a heavy feeling that there will be a tie. People are excited about Coldplay, April. You might see that happen. All right, is it Ode to Sleep or House of Gold? I'm seeing Ode to Sleep. There's not even a tie, so.
That's what I would have picked too. Ode to Sleep.
Hey, good job, babe. It's one of my favorites too.
The other one's fun, but Ode to Sleep is cooler.
All right.
All right, have fun, guys. Good luck.
All right. Thanks, April.
Yeah, let me know what you pick.
Okay, we'll do. We will let you know, and you can give the approval on it.
Okay.
All right. All right, so let's jump into the next one, people. We have got a lot to do here. I'm glad that you guys better be in this for the long haul, because I don't take quitters in the lyric theorists army, or whatever we're calling it, because we are intense and serious about this. This is deep, important stuff. The fate of the musical industry depends on what we decide now. So, next question for you. Screen versus Ruby, and then Fake You Out versus Clear. Which is it? Screen versus Ruby and Fake You Out versus Clear. Let's see. Oh, hey, April, everybody's saying goodbye to you.
Bye, Daddy.
She says bye back. I'm seeing Screen. I'm seeing Ruby. Seeing Screen and I'm seeing Ruby. And now I'm seeing a million comments. Clear. Screening Clear. I've seen a lot of. Fake You Out, Ruby. Okay, you guys are just commenting all of them. How am I supposed to do this? I think I need to go back and look at this. Screen versus Ruby. I think Ruby's going to win. Ruby wins that one, and then Fake You Out versus Clear. I'm seeing more Fake You Out. Yep, it's a tough call, people. That's the call I'm making. So we've got Ruby. Okay, I did not expect Ruby to advance this far, but it is such a sweet song. I'm not surprised, really. All right, so the next one. This is the next two here. Trees versus Isle of Flightless Birds, and Slowtown versus Anathema. Which is it going to be? Trees, very heavily emotional, very powerful. Isle of Flightless Birds, much more intellectual. And by the way, both two songs that I've explained recently. Slowtown is a slow song, honestly. And then Anathema is very much an intellectual one that will make you think a lot. So, what have we got? Trees. Okay, Trees wins. I give up on even suggesting otherwise. Between Anathema and Isle of Flightless Birds, somebody says Coconut Sharks wins. You know what? Coconut Sharks might just win. Okay. I'm seeing Anathema, and I kind of agree with that too. So that is what we are going to go with. Alrighty. Back to the bracket. Trees wins by far. I'm going to hate when Trees goes up against Car Radio because I'm going to be so nervous that everybody's going to say Trees is better than Car Radio. Assuming that Trees and Car Radio both make it there. All right, we'll move up to the east side of the bracket. We got Heavy Dirty Soul versus March to the Sea, and we have Drown versus Kitchen Sink. Which is it, people? My vote is going to be with March to the Soul and Kitchen Sink. That's my vote. That's what I like better. But I got to hear what you guys say. Who says April come back? Is that Samuel? Oh, man. Good. People are still saying goodbye to April. She must have made a lasting impression. I'm seeing March to the Sea and I'm seeing Kitchen Sink, kind of like I predicted. Now, it might be easy for me to see ones that I predicted because that's my preference, but I'm definitely seeing Kitchen Sink. And it's a little bit closer between March to the Sea and Heavy Dirty Soul. But, oh, did I say March to the Soul? That's weird. Heavy Dirty Sink? That would be funny. Okay, somebody says I miss you, April. She misses you guys too. But she's still going to go watch her house show. March to the Soul. Yeah, why can't we just make them both the same song? All right, I'm seeing Heavy Dirty Soul, actually. Somebody really misses you, April. That's Tasha. I miss her too, honestly, Tasha. She's been gone for like 5 minutes. It's been terrible. This is such a tie. Okay. I am going to have to make the decision on this one because you guys are not helping. But it's Kitchen Sink for sure. Kitchen Sink is really good. And then Heavy Dirty Soul versus March to the Sea. We got to listen to these a little bit here. I'm going to pull this up. Heavy Dirty Soul. Oh, that is so good. That really is. And then March to the Sea. They both have really good meaning, so I'm going to kind of put it down to the sound of the music for both of these. Yeah, I don't really like that breakdown, but I like the rap, but not as much as other raps he's done. Then March to the Sea. Oh, it's so much softer and gentler, so different. See you cry. Okay, I'm going to say musically, Heavy Dirty Soul is going to be the best produced. And so if it comes to that, that's how we'll break the tie. But I'm seeing March to the Sea. I'm going to give it to March to the Sea. I think the lyrics are a little bit more sophomoric and not as well developed. That is such a tough call. I hate having to make that call because I know that there are people out there who either one of these songs could have just meant the world to you. And here I am just pooping on it, but we're going to march on, people. To the soul. All right, Taxi Cab versus Fall Away. I'm for Taxi Cab, and then implicit demand for proof versus Truce. And just because of the depth of what implicit demand for proof is about, I'm for implicit demand for proof. What do the click peoples say? Taxi Cab. I'm seeing like a million comments actually. Let me double check something. Alrighty. Taxi Cab and implicit Fall Away is peeking through a couple of times. You're an ass. Yeah, I feel like one. I'm sorry. Can't make everybody happy though. Somebody's got to win. All right, we're gonna go with Taxi Cab for sure, and then let's take another look at this. Well, I haven't seen hardly any Truce, so I've definitely seen more Taxi Cab than Fall Away, so it's Taxi Cab, and then more implicit than Truce, so definitely implicit. All right, on to the next one. Hometown versus Guns for Hands is the next one. I'm going to say Guns for Hands is definitely going to win here because Hometown is good, but it's not Guns for Hands good. So what do you guys think? Guns for Hands versus Hometown. And you guys, I literally wrote a paper on how screen changed my life. Oh, man, and I destroyed that, didn't I? I don't understand you people. You know what? The cool thing about 21 Pilots is that these songs have almost all helped to change people's lives. And it's Guns for Hands. You guys definitely vote Guns for Hands. And so it really, really does suck that all of these songs can't win. Though maybe we could just be really cheesy and say they do. But nobody wants that. That's lame. So we won't. But anyway, it does suck. And the criterion for what these you pooped on fall away, Christian says. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, pardon my middle school sense of humor. All right, not to offend any middle schoolers out there. You have an awesome sense of humor, as attested to by the fact that I still ascribe to it. But scene two, okay, so Coconut Sharks versus Doubt, and then Holding On To You versus Addict With A Pen. Which one's going to win, people? My vote is for Coconut Sharks, honestly. Doubt is really, really good. It's from Blurry Face, and it is about doubt. But Coconut Sharks... What is it? Coconut sharks in the water. Coconut sharks in the water. And then they kind of like get into I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. So I'm for that one. And then Holding On To You is a powerful, powerful song in my life. And that one does mean a lot to me. And so I really, really love it. Now, the Coconut Sharks versus Doubt, I'm seeing Doubt. I really am seeing Doubt, and I think that's probably because fewer people have heard of Coconut Sharks in the Water. So Coconut Sharks in the Water is not going to win this round, but you guys have the homework assignment of looking up the Coconut Sharks in the Water song. And you know what? I'm actually going to post it in the chat. So let's see. YouTube.com, clickety click, click, click. So you guys are looking at the bracket right now. I need to hear from you about Holding On To You versus Addict With A Pen. And you know what? YouTube might be just too dang slow to make this work, but we're going to give it a shot. Nope, too dang slow. So anyway, find the link to Coconut Sharks in the Water yourself, and yeah, we'll see what happens. You guys are going to actually love it, so that is what's going to happen. But for now, Doubt wins, and I'm seeing Holding On To... Oh, I'm seeing a tie here. Addict With A Pen and Holding On To You. Let's listen to them, shall we? Because I think that'll help. Addict With A Pen. A drop of water. Yeah, and he is an addict with a pen. But can you argue with... And let me make my case here. You guys can make up your own mind, and I will still be the tiebreaker. But can you argue with this funky beat? Move our feet to an introspective beat. It ain't the speakers that bump parts, it's our hearts that make the beat. Lean with it, rock with it, when we gonna stop with it? Lyrics that mean nothing, we were gifted with thought. Is it time to move our feet to an introspective beat? It ain't the speakers that bump hearts, it's our hearts that make the beat. I mean, can you really argue with that? Please agree with me, everybody, please. I'm going to give this another 2 minutes just because I know there's a little bit of a delay. Not a whole 2 minutes, but I'm going to give it just a second just to kind of give you the chance to agree with me for how awesome my singing was. I think it might still be Addict. Okay, you convinced me, Justice says. Awesome. Holding On To You brought me to Christ and kept me from suicide. Holding On To You, I think I might have won some of you guys over because I'm seeing a lot more Holding On To You. Oh, this is... Okay, I'll be honest. This is the hardest decision that I've had to make. And I know that half of you are going to hate me. Wait. Atomic Mars, you are not as flippity flip-flop fantastic because you pooped on Fall Away. That song changed my life. You're still my idol. Sorry for pooping on your song, man. All right. Tough call. Okay, but here's the thing. I honestly saw more for Addict With A Pen, and so this is you can see I have integrity, people, because I personally would have chosen Holding On To You every time, but Addict With A Pen had the votes, and so I'm going against my better judgment with that. And we're gonna go ahead and take a commercial break because it is the third round. I'm going to check to make sure we haven't had any super chats. Nope. Keep in mind, folks, super chat's a cool way to support this channel. So if you like what I'm doing here and you want to be a part of it and you want a shout out, and eternal gratitude, 1,000 brownie points, all of that good stuff, super chat's a really good way to enable me to be able to buy cool equipment like this so that we can make this happen, to have the time to be able to do this, and to take April out on a date. So keep that in mind. But for anybody who's just joined us, we are talking about which 21 Pilot song is the best. And then we are going to crown it. I don't know. Have a dance party. Something cool. But anyway, it's going to be great. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So we are using a bracket like in the NCAA for March Madness, except we are applying it to something more worthwhile, 21 Pilots music. Sorry to all you March Madness fans out there. But I think this is probably one of the most worthwhile things we will ever do in our entire lives. Future generations are going to look back at what we are accomplishing today, right now, and they're going to say, your grandchildren are going to say, my grandpa Grandma Maswiniba helped to choose which 21 Pilot song was the best. Cynthia Beza, my great-great-grandma, your great-great-grandchildren will say, was a part of this. Eddie Flannery commented, you pooped on Holding On to You. And your grandchildren are just going to be kind of weirded out, honestly. Deja Fulton. Your nieces and nephews are going to always look up to you because of the role you took in this. And all of you guys are playing a huge, important role in something that could save America, Venezuela, all of the Koreas, China, every place in the whole world, all of Europe. We're going to make the world a better place, one vote at a time. And you guys are super cool. And I don't know, I want to be able to notice all of you. There's obviously too many comments. But Lily Davis, you're here. Tessa, Band Trash, Callum Flynn, Alley Cat, Hi, Skating Tacos, RDF 127, Adele 575. I can't say everybody's name, but pretend like I have, and know that I appreciate all of you, whether I've said your name or not. So thank you very much for being here, everybody. And stop saying that I pooped on songs. That's just, it's weird. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, cool. All right, let's jump back into it, people. Round 3. We're done with the commercial break. Migraine versus car radio. What's it going to be? We've got 8 songs to choose. Well, 16 songs in this round. So the questions are Migraine versus car radio and Goner versus the judge. So Migraine and car radio. Let me just double check to make sure I'm not screwing this up. But yeah, both from Vessel and both really, really good songs. My favorite is Car Radio. You better pick it. I'm going to be so mad. And then Goner versus the judge. I like the judge better, but Goner is so powerful that I'm kind of torn. So I might really, really leave that one to you. They're both from Blurry Face. So we're starting to see things get a little bit more narrowed down here, and it's getting crazy. Migraine and Car Radio. Oh, it's going to be so close. But oh no, please say Car Radio, please, please. People out there in YouTube land, I beseech thee, please vote for Car Radio, please. You will make this poor pop song professor so happy if you vote for Car Radio. Please, please, you must. Car Radio is by far the best 21 Pilot song ever. It's my favorite song of my entire life. I've never found a song I liked more. But I'm kind of seeing Migraine. Oh, this is depressing. We'll come back to it. But please, if you had thought of not voting, you need to vote right now. I'm seeing the judge over Goner for sure. I'm seeing... Oh, the car radio one is so close. All right. We're going to come back to it. We cannot make this decision now. This is too big a decision. I'm seeing the judge over Goner just barely, but now I'm seeing some of the Goner. Oh, how is Fall Away doing in the bracket? Somebody asked. Yeah, no, I know what you're getting at. I pooped on it. That's what you want to hear me say. All right, we're gonna do a judge, and that is going to win that bracket. We are gonna come back to the Car Radio versus Migraine when we all have clearer heads. Gosh, don't make me cry. All right. The judge. Okay. Down here, we've got Ruby versus Fake You Out, and we've got Trees versus Anathema. I'm going to say Ruby, and I'm going to say Trees. What do you guys got for me? Ruby versus Fake You Out, and Trees versus Anathema. Somebody's asking, how do you super chat? Now it may be blocked for you if you're a younger user, but if you look down here, this button right here would allow me to send a super chat. So you can do it that way. So thanks for asking. No pressure as always, but it will go towards an awesome date night for April and I, or more equipment as always. So, but let's see. I'm seeing Trees by far, and I'm seeing Ruby. I am seeing Ruby. So we're going to go with that. No one is ever going to accuse me of pooping on the song Ruby. That is for sure. All right. We figured out those ones. Let's move on to up here. March to the Sea versus Kitchen Sink. My vote's with Kitchen Sink, I'll have you know. And then between Taxi Cab and Implicit Demand for Proof, I'm going to go with Taxi Cab. I like Kitchen Sink and I like Taxi Cab. Both Implicit and March to the Sea or March to the Soul, as you may remember, people, are really, really good songs. Remember that Taxi Cab is the one that beat out Fall Away. Triggered. I know some of you guys. But let's see what the people say, people. Yep, as I predicted, Kitchen Sink is winning there for sure. And then I'm seeing Taxi Cab. I think this one is a pretty easy one to call. Yep, I'm going to call it. So we're going to say Kitchen Sink and Taxi Cab. All right, moving on. Guns for Hands versus Ode to Sleep. Honestly, I'm going to wipe my hands clean of this one. You guys make the call there. And then Doubt versus Addict with a Pen. And I'm going to say Addict with a Pen is going to win easily. That's my prediction. What do we got? Click, clickety, click, click, clack. I hope that's not insulting to you, members of the click. Atomic Mars, that's disgusting. I can't believe you would say that. All right. Guns for Hands versus Ode to Sleep. That one's going to be so close. I'm seeing Guns for Hands on that one. And then I'm also seeing Ode for Sleep. So that's not cool, guys. Not cool at all. But it looks like Addict with a Pen is going to win. So continue to double down. I need to know. Guns for Hands versus Ode to Sleep, but Addict with a Pen definitely beat Doubt. But so Guns for Hands versus Ode to Sleep. What do you got, people? Hit me. Hit me. Yes. You know what? We could maybe make this. We're going to have to be very scientific for the last four. I'm going to go ahead and see. While you guys are doing this dealio, well, let's see. Guns for Hands, Ode to Sleep, Guns for Hands, Ode to Sleep, Ode, Guns, Guns, Guns. How is one supposed to decide? All right. We are obviously going to have to do I hope you guys all have Twitter because we're taking this to Twitter. Go ahead and find my Twitter. It's out there in internet world somewhere, and we're going to put a poll out. We're just going to do a straight up for kickin' poll here. Window capture. Let me just set this up here because I'm just not going to risk offending everybody that I know and love, which is you guys here. Let me go ahead and we're gonna just make a legit poll. And I know some of you don't have Twitter, and that's really sad. Oh, strawpoll.me. Let me see if that'll work. I know that the screen is going to look a little bit weird for a second, but we're going to figure this out. All right, strawpoll.me. Please, internet, work more quickly, would you? There are literally 127 people watching this right now, and you, internet, don't have the decency. All right, here we go. Let me ask my question. Well, you know what? I'm just going to go with Twitter. It was working faster. I'm sorry. Strawpoll.me was a really great idea. But we're going to do the Twitter, providing that it actually comes out and happens. All right, which is better, Guns for Hands or Ode to Sleep? Let's see if we can make Twitter work. You know what, people? I'm just going to go ahead and... Yep, here we go. It's working, sort of slow. Guns for Hands. You know, babe, I think it's actually, the internet's working pretty okay, so I don't think you have to. If you wanted to, I would go buy you ice cream afterwards, though. All right, I just tweeted it, guys, so go therefore, do your worst. My Twitter is at Clifford Stummy, and let me go ahead and just make sure you guys can see all of this. Twitter, there we go. There's my Twitter. And here is the poll. My Twitter, you can find it in the description too. There's a link to it. And of course, it'll be the first poll that comes up. And so there's the question for you. Which is better, Guns for Hands or Ode to Sleep? Feel free to share it. And let's find this out. But I'm not going to have this poll open for very long because obviously we have to get on with this. And I'm going to go ahead and create a couple of other polls. We got to do car radio versus migraine. And so I think that this is just going to be the best way to decide it too. Which is better, car radio or migraine? Poll, migraine, car radio. Tweet. All right. So a couple of polls up there for you guys to vote on. Please post. Why does my internet hate me, people? Are these the questions that you ask at times? All right, I'm getting a lot of comments from you guys. This is awesome. Thanks for taking this seriously, people, because like I said, why is my Patreon coming up? That's weird. Okay. Video capture. Let's go ahead and there we go. We're back to the chat. I voted Ode. Where the hell is Taco Bell Saga? Taco Bell Saga got voted down a while ago. Unfortunately, I don't think there were enough people who knew what it was to really make much sense of it. All right, so it looks like Ode to Sleep wins. I'm going to give this just like 2 more minutes on both of these polls. But I'm going to say that it looks like Ode to Sleep is going to be the winner. And let me go ahead and refresh that. But guys, let me just talk about something here for a second while we vote on this, while you guys are voting on this, doing the good deeds that you are doing here, making a change in the world, making a difference. Actually, I'm just kind of BSing stuff. I really, really want to know what you guys have to say about this because you guys are fantastic and you have amazing opinions. And you're thinking analytically and critically right now, and that's powerful. All right, Ode to Sleep wins. It is final. It is finally final. So Ode to Sleep wins. I'm still waiting on the results for the car radio versus migraine one. Ode to Sleep wins. Good stuff. Is it possible? I'd like to try to do a poll on my Instagram, but I'll be figuring that out very slowly, I'm sure. So, migraine versus car radio, people. That is the big question. Clear, I think, is gone, unfortunately. Just as a review, while you guys are voting for car radio versus migraine, keep in mind that we're going to have Ruby versus Trees, The Judge versus a winner there, Kitchen Sink versus Taxi Cab, Ode to Sleep versus Addict with a Pen. This is not getting any frickin' easier. This is only getting harder. This is only getting harder because we've gotten rid of the good songs, and now we're down to the really good songs. All right, I'm going to go ahead and see what the poll looks like on our fair Twitter. We had 25 votes, and it looks like... Oh my goodness, guys, you're amazing. Car Radio won. This is the happiest day of my life. Literally, well, no, the day I got married to April was technically happier. Say what, babe? April almost took offense to that, but I think I saved it at just the last minute. All right, folks. We're going to go ahead and go through these other ones, and if it's really hard for me to tell the winner, we will again instigate polls on them. So let's see. Car Radio versus The Judge. Who's going to win? Car Radio versus The Judge. Obviously, Car Radio should win, but I need to know from you guys who the winner is. Car Radio versus The Judge. And while you guys are commenting that here on YouTube like crazy, and while I am visually overwhelmed by what you are saying, I'm going to go ahead and try to set up a poll on Instagram because I know not everybody can be on Twitter, and honestly, I'd like to connect more on Twitter than I would like to on more on Instagram rather than I'd like on Twitter. So I'm just gonna do a comment vote tally sort of deal here, and let's see, what are you guys saying? I'm seeing Car Radio beats The Judge. Car Judge. That's funny. All right. We'll get to that Instagram one in a second. Alrighty. And, it's a little bit tied. It's a little bit not tied. So we are... I'm seeing Car Radio. And I know it sounds like I'm being biased, and I am, but Car Radio also wins. So Car Radio is descending to the final four. makes my heart warm and fuzzy. Ruby versus trees. This is going to be a really hard one, I think. What do you guys think about this one? Ruby versus trees. And then keep in mind that very soon we're going to be taking a look at Ode to Sleep versus Addict with a Pen and Taxi Cab versus Kitchen Sink. But for now, Ruby versus trees. What is this going to be? Ruby versus trees. I'm seeing trees, Ruby, trees, Ruby, trees. Okay, it's trees. It's definitely trees. You guys have spoken. We're sticking with trees. Not a hard one. Interesting. So far, we've got a lot of songs in the finals from Vessel, which is appropriate because, as you will know from Song Battle Sundays, Vessel won versus Blurry Face. So it is really good. All right, now Kitchen Sink versus Taxi Cab. What do we got, folks? Kitchen Sink versus Taxi Cab. And then we got Ode to Sleep and Addict with a Pen coming up next. No question, trees. I'm seeing a lot of people saying trees. I knew it was going to come down to trees versus car radio, and I have been afraid of this moment ever since. While you guys are voting Kitchen Sink versus Taxi Cab. Oh, gosh. Okay. We're going to Instagram for this one. My Instagram is Clifford Stummy. You can see a link in the description of this video, I believe. Yep. Go to the link to my Instagram, Kitchen Sink or Taxi Cab, and comment your vote there, and then I'll try to very quickly count those. So go to Instagram, folks, and we'll tally that up there. And it's also really cool. Like, you should follow me on Instagram too, because I try to have a lot of fun there. And I think that it's a really, really good place for us to connect on a deeper level, just because I can show you a little bit about my life, and we can kind of talk it up and keep in touch with each other. So feel free to keep voting here, but we're going to kind of move this one to the grams of Insta. And let's see what you guys are saying. We've already got 10 votes. I'm seeing tax. Okay, so out of the 10, I've got taxi, kitchen. Okay, it's basically like still tied up. Still too close to call. And now we got 19 comments. I'm gonna pause. Oh yeah, somebody asks, will you DM back on Instagram? I think I've DM'd to every Instagram DM I've ever gotten. So that's cool. Some people are saying the link isn't working, so let me go ahead and fix that for you. It'll look kind of wonky here for a second, but boom. Link in the chat. So it might take you a second to find it, but it is in there. You can find it. My Instagram is Clifford Stummy. At Clifford Stummy is my Instagram. And let's see what you guys are saying. Let me get back to reading these comments. Now we have 47. Oh gosh, this isn't making it any easier. But I'm glad to see more of you guys are on Instagram than on Twitter. All right. There's going to come a point in like a minute where I'm just going to say whatever comments we have here, and it's going to be right now. I'm going to just see how many comments are for Kitchen Sink. There are 49 comments, and I'm going to count them. Kitchen Sink, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yep, Kitchen Sink wins. Kitchen Sink wins. Oh my gosh, guys. This is, of course, the most high drama and stress I've experienced all day long, which is crazy to me. I need, obviously, a more exciting life. But Ode to Sleep versus Addict with a Pen, that's the next question. That's the one we've got to figure out. And I hope you guys are appropriately just, every muscle in your body should be tense right now, because we, as I have said many times over the course of the stream, are deciding history. And I've got to apologize because, honestly, I think I like Taxi Cab more. I might like the rap from Kitchen Sink better. Taxi Cab speaks to me more. I'm seeing Ode to Sleep. I'm going to just go ahead and call Ode to Sleep. Yep, it's definitely, by far, Ode to Sleep. But, oh my gosh, what are we supposed to do here? This is going to be absolutely insane and crazy. I'm going to go ahead and post another pic to Instagram, and we're going to just have to vote these out. Like, we really are just going to have to vote these out. Let me see if maybe we had more people show up on Twitter, just so I know if that's also a good place to do this poll here. Nope, Instagram's definitely more popular with you guys. That's where you people are at, so we're going to stick with that. Let me set up this poll, and we're going to decide right now, right here, right now, which is better. And it pains me to say, because I have a feeling that you guys are going to say the wrong one. I have a feeling that you're going to say trees, when obviously the answer is car radio. Not obviously, because car radio is better than trees, but not 100 times better. It's like 0.2 better, which is not a lot. So I'm going to do the poll in a couple of different places. I don't think I can do a poll on YouTube. Well, I guess, reading your comments, but it's just so much more difficult. So I'm going to look at comments. I'm going to post it to Instagram. I'm going to post it to Twitter. I'm going to do all of these, and we're going to figure this out. So the one, you can see how I take selfies. It's obviously very, very crazy. But guys, go ahead and comment for trees versus car radio. And let's see, which do you pick? I just asked on Instagram. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on Twitter and set up another poll there. And you guys, I'm seeing trees. I really am seeing trees. There's a ton of stress here. I apologize. You did not need more of this in your life. Which is better? So we're going to add up the results from both Instagram and Twitter, or Tweeter, the great tweeter in the sky. Whatever, I'm just speaking nonsense because I'm so nervous. This is so frightening. Somebody keeps suggesting strawpoll.me, and I think this is just going to be a better way for us to stay connected and just for us to connect right here. So I've got it up on Twitter. I've got it up on Instagram. And you guys are blowing up my phone, which I appreciate, because it means you're taking this appropriately seriously, because this is a freaking big deal. And I know I keep saying that. And I appreciate you guys because you apparently believe me. All right. Oh, Trees is already off to a horrible lead on Twitter, which is frightening me no end. Yeah, we've only got 7 votes in there, and it's definitely winning. And then over on Instagram, what have we got? Oh, just, you guys are just being cruel here. This is absolutely cruel, because I'm seeing, we're going to count every single one. No, we're not, because that would be really boring. Well, guys. Oh my gosh, this is so intense. I'm going to die. Okay, I'm not going to die, actually, but I might. I won't, but 84 comments here, and I am seeing just kind of, I'm seeing trees. I am seeing trees. I don't think I even really need to count the votes. There's just more comments for trees. Yeah, trees wins on Instagram. Does it win on Twitter? If it wins on Twitter, we're just going to call that and say that trees, sadly and terrifyingly, okay, JS, what was your name? Asked me to shout him out from Instagram, and I will shout you out because I like it that you're following me on Instagram now. JXSELYN.28. Shout me out, please. Consider yourself shouted out. Thank you for checking out what I've got going on Instagram. As far as the Twitter vote, Trees wins there as well. I'm seeing more trees everywhere. Trees wins. Oh my gosh. How do I? Okay, wait. I didn't have it to the right screen. Oh my gosh. Trees wins. Oh my gosh. That was really close. And I respect that you guys allowed car radio to get into the bracket. Trees Cario. Why did I try typing Trees Cario? Anyway, Trees makes it into the finals. And now Kitchen Sink versus Ode to Sleep. Is this going to be a close one? You guys decide. Comment here. Kitchen Sink versus Ode to Sleep. And while you do that, I'm going to just cry because, my goodness, could it have been any scarier? And I'm going to go ahead and put these pics up on the Instagram. Well, yeah, let me go ahead and post these pics for the vote here. I'm not going to do a Twitter vote for this one unless it's really close, but I will do a Twitter and an Instagram for the last one. And I'm looking sad in that one because you guys made me sad because you chose car radio when I specifically asked you not to. No, you chose trees when I specifically asked you not to. Not being able to say the words you want to say is actually kind of frustrating. All right, and the one we are looking at right now is Ode to Sleep versus Kitchen Sink. Ode to Sleep or Kitchen Sink? Which one is going to go up against trees, people? Which one is it going to be? I just posted it to Instagram so you can vote there. I'm seeing Ode to Sleep. It looks like Ode to Sleep is beating Kitchen Sink to me pretty handily. And if the first few comments seem to be going Ode to Sleep's way, we're just going to kind of stick with that because we got to get onto this final, and then we have to get to bed because you guys have school in the morning. I have school in the morning because I teach. Yeah, Atomic Mars, we pooped on your song, Revenge. Yes, I pooped on yours, you pooped on mine. Kitchen Sink may not win completely without any complications. I'm seeing 34 comments, and here's what I'm seeing. Ode. Oh, this is actually really close. Gosh dang it, you guys are doing it again to me. Now I just feel like the bad guy. That's the problem here. All right, I'm seeing some people comment twice, which I'm going to just count that as 2 comments because everybody else could comment twice if they wanted to. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's Ode to Sleep. Ode to Kitchen would be nice, yes, whoever commented that. But why are y'all pooping on songs, Tasha Dang asks. It's a fair question because they are. But we're going to go ahead and say that the winner of round 2, or round 4, whatever, is Ode to Sleep. Now, honestly, there might be songs on either side of the bracket that would be better than Ode to Sleep, and there might be songs on the right side of the bracket that are better than Trees. So it's obviously not a perfect system, and we're not trying to figure out which is the second, the third, the fourth, or the fifth most favorite one. We are just trying to figure out what is the most favorite one. So with that being said, it is time. Somebody else asked for a shout out. Who was it? Ellie Gonzalez. Shout out. Hey! We're going to go ahead and begin the poll for the very last one, and I will talk after it is done, but probably the most entertaining part of this has to be you watching me do these selfies. Let's see. Ode to Sleep. Trees or Ode to Sleep? That's the question on Instagram, and I'm going to go ahead and post that to Twitter. And let's go ahead and tweet this out. We need April in on this too, I think. Trees or Ode to Sleep. Hey, April? Yeah? Can you, just in a couple of minutes, can you come in? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, thanks. All right, guys, while the votes are coming in, as you are making your incredibly wise decision, as I'm sure you are, let me go ahead and we'll have another commercial break here, and that is just for, I don't think we've had any super chats, which is totally cool. We're having fun here, and that's what really matters. And a lot of you guys have shown up, and it's been really fun. But if you have had a good time and you want to support the purchase of more microphones like this, or me taking April out, super chats are a great way to support this channel and to make it into something that I could be able to possibly do full-time one day. I'm going to go ahead and also show you guys my Patreon, because Patreon is cool. And we're going to pull that up right there. Yes. Okay. So Patreon is a really cool thing. And like super chats are cool, but you just give the super chat and I give a shout out or I answer a question or something, and that's all great. But oh my goodness, you guys are just crazy on Instagram. So Patreon is a really cool opportunity where like we can partner together and you essentially become a stock shareholder sort of in the Pop Song Professor. And there's different reward levels. A certain amount of financial support is really cool. It helps me to be able to do cool things. I have stretch goals like this one. I will explain Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. That's going to be a really cool day. I've already got 5 supporters, and they are the coolest people. We got this little inner group, and we have a good time. Sometimes I've Google hanged out with people, or chatted with people, or created podcasts for people with their specific behind-the-scenes questions. Behind-the-scenes stuff is just the beginning of like the benefits. There's the behind-the-scenes podcast, and this is just $1 a month, so it's pretty inexpensive, right? I tried to make it sure that it wasn't something that people couldn't afford. There is a $2 one where, well, actually that's being phased out. There's a $5 one where you get to go join all Pop Song Professor classroom live streams, like the 21 Pilots one we did just recently. And then there's a monthly Google Hangout where we get to just chat, just all of us, and it's going to be really cool. At the $10 level, your name gets put in the credits of YouTube videos, and then at the $25 level, you get to choose a song every month for me to explain. You just get to straight up choose it. It needs to be like popular-ish, and not be like too crude or something like that, but you straight up get to choose it. And I'm thinking about bringing that reward level down, so that's kind of cool. All right, that all being said, it's time to tally the votes. Here, let me see if anybody said anything about those, and I'll just answer it here. Sophie says, I'm a Patreon for practical folks. They're the best. Hey, I thought I was the best. No, I'm just kidding. But that's cool. So you know how it works. It's super easy to be a part of. Echo, yeah, definitely shout you out. Atomic Mars says I would, but I'm broke. And that's totally cool. The fact that you're watching this video and supporting me this way is really fantastic. Sorry I can't super chat. No worries. I'm just glad you're here. And then I think somebody else said something I wanted to respond to. I don't have a Patreon. Rose says, you don't have to have a Patreon, actually. You just, well, I think you have to like create a profile, but it's really, really easy. And yeah, not hard at all. All right. I would, but I'm poor. That's what a lot of people say. And a lot of you guys are a little bit younger. And so that is super cool. I don't mind. And I love just being able to interact with you and challenge you guys to think deeper and to be challenged by you. All right. Let us get down to the dirty work of what needs to happen. Atomic Mars wanted me to shout you out to tell people to listen to Circus by Lenny Kravitz. Cool. Yep. You guys should do it. I've never heard it though, so I don't say that personally. Patreon is a super cool system. I didn't know you had a Patreon. I will definitely be one now. Sophie, that's so cool. Okay, guys, that is awesome. I'm going to pretty soon be getting some emails in my inbox saying that like Sophie has joined the Patreon family. It's awesome. Hey, Sophie, as soon as you get on, don't forget to hit me up, like comment, say like when a good time, depending on what level you want to partner with. Let me know like something we should talk about in the podcast, which comes out at the beginning of the month, and then the Google Hangouts happen in the middle of the month. So be sure to hit me up when you get there. That would be awesome. A couple of other people I wanted to shout out because I know that as soon as we say who the winner is, a lot of people are just going to peace out. And for those of you who just got here, we have done let me just kind of show you what we've done. We've created this amazing bracket, and we've narrowed all the best 21 Pilot songs down to Trees and Ode to Sleep. We've included every song on this, and it's been fantastic. And now we have a lot of polls going out on Instagram and Twitter. People are voting, and we're going to see who it is important, who has done it. Jacob says, let's see. RS42 says, please notice me. I subscribe. Noticed. J15 Gaming, shout out to you. Echo, I just, noticed you. Shout out to Echo. It is so important to support creators like you. Keep it up, brother. Thanks, Jacob. Echo, I did notice you. All right, people. I think it's basically time. Oh, somebody asked, do you have a P.O. box? Can I send you stuff? Unfortunately, I don't have a P.O. box, and that is unfortunate. But what you going to do? Oh, well. Oh, dang. Hey, guys, we just got a super chat. That's super cool. All right. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Sophie, can't be a Patreon this month because I do not have a steady payroll. So here is this. Thanks for being a friend. Sophie, you are super cool. Thanks for supporting me in this way. And yeah, I don't know, like it makes it worth it that everybody's just here and is a part of this. But the fact that you're supporting me like that just means a lot. So I appreciate that. And you are super cool. Shout out Linnell on Instagram. And Sophie, I will say real quick, don't worry that you can't support me this month. And even if you can't next month, that's okay too. You're still super cool. And the fact that you're supporting me in this way right now just means the world to me. So you are awesome, awesome, awesome. Zachman Pro, I want to be a patron, but I'm assuming that comment will finish somewhere else. Band Trash doesn't have a credit card. That's okay. The fact that you donate your time just watching this and commenting and being a part of this just means the world to me. All right, guys, a lot of you are probably wondering, is he going to get down to it? And I am. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any comments. Shout out to Noah. Shout out to J15 Gaming. You guys are cool. Alrighty. Have you ever been to a Twin Pilots concert? I have. All right. Let me make sure everything's set to go. All right, people. Down to the frickin' business that we came here to do. The Twitter poll results are... Oh my goodness, they're so close. You can see, like right there, it's 15 votes in with 53 to 47%. Let me make sure that none have come in the last minute. Nope, that's it. It is 53 to 47%. That must have meant that just one person tipped the balance in favor of trees. All right, let's... Okay, I like this. Lickablock 1507. Hey, I just want to say I really love all the stuff you do, even if you murdered Screen. Yes, I am sorry about that. All right. Back to Instagram. What are the results here? 105 comments. Oh, my goodness. I'm seeing a lot of Ode to Sleep. I'm seeing a lot of trees. Trees, 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 trees. Trees. Trees, 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 trees. Somebody likes my selfies. Cool. I hope my selfies win over trees. No, I'm just kidding now. Shout out the potato. That's cool. Shout out the potato. Is it back to 50-50 on Twitter? I'm seeing trees, guys. Trees is the early lead here. My goodness. Trees. Trees, trees, trees. Trees, 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 trees. Oh, to sleep. Trees, trees. Let me deliberate for a minute. Let me recheck the Twitter. Kit Kat says I would donate, but I'm 13. No worries at all. The fact that you're here is donation enough. And now it's 50-50 on Twitter. Oh my gosh, you were right. Whoever commented that, SpongeBob sucks says. But here's the thing, people. Let's do this one last time. I'm saying it's tied on Twitter. It's trees on Instagram. Let's see. Taxi Cab says... Sorry, I do have to do this because... Taxi Cab says, how do you super chat? It's this little button down here. It may be age restricted if you're too young. So there's that. But with what I was saying... It is going to come down to the wire here. And I think... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Okay. It definitely wins on Instagram. It's definitely 50-50 on Twitter. Hey, guys, just comment your answers right now. Just comment them. Just go for it. Let's do this flurry storm thing. Let's make it happen. Tessa, I would donate, but I'm only 3 years old. That's hilarious. All right, guys, comment it. Let's see it rain down here. Trees versus Ode to Sleep. And yeah, it's looking like it's trees. The winner is trees, people. The winner of the most ultimate which 21 Pilots song is the greatest ever is trees. Trees is the winner. It's just pulled ahead on Twitter, somebody said. It's on Instagram. It's trees, it's trees, it's trees, it's trees. Let's play the victory song. Bum, bum, bum. Where is the victory song? We're not going to play the whole thing because I don't want to get this pulled down for copyright stuff. But it is Trees. Trees wins. Oh, my goodness. Trees wins this whole dang thing. And you know why it wins, people? I'll tell you exactly why it wins. We'll go back to the bracket in a second. But it wins because Trees is just freaking powerful. It's this quest for truth. It's this quest for relationship. This quest for, in the end, if you listen to the lyrics, it is this quest for God. It is Trees, and it is beautiful. It is emotional. It's deep, and it's the song that they end every concert with. And that's because Tyler and Joseph probably really, really like it too. And so maybe they would agree with the decision that we've come to tonight. I have a feeling that they would be proud of us for saying Trees, and I think they'd be proud of you guys. I would have probably gone with Car Radio. But I agree, Trees is powerful, and maybe I need to reevaluate. But let's just do a quick review of the bracket so you guys know what we went through here. You can see we had early leads from Migraine, Car Radio, Goner, The Judge, Ruby, Fake You Out, Trees, Anathema. And over here, Addict with a Pen, Doubt, Ode to Sleep, Guns for Hands, Implicit, Taxi Cab, Kitchen Sink, March to the Sea. It doesn't look like any, just as an analysis of this, it looks like no, what are they called? No Fun Intended songs made it into the second round, or the third round. And then we had quite a few self-titled, though. So we've got some really dedicated Click members here. Doubt and The Judge and Goner are all songs from Blurryface, but we didn't see as much Blurryface as I would have thought. And then we have Trees, and I believe, let me make sure I'm not getting this wrong, Fake You Out, Car Radio, and Migraine. Yeah. And then Guns for Hands, Ode to Sleep, and Addict with a Pen, all from Vessel. So I think Vessel had the biggest showing here. We had several songs from that excellent albums, self-titled, but it really looks like Vessel came in, hit hard today, and Vessel really carried home the gold on this one. Vessel is definitely the most popular album based on the singles here, so I think that this has just been so much amazing stuff. Sophie says, the song just means so much to me. It's my emotional attachment. Car Radio is probably the better song, but Trees means more to me. And you know what? I think that's really what won this battle, and I'm going to go ahead and pause the music because we don't want to get copyright infringed here. But, yeah, I agree with Sophie. I think that's a really good way of putting it. Trees wins because it means so much to us. Car Radio means something to our mind. Trees means something to our hearts. April, do you want to come in?
Who won?
Trees won.
That's when they sing at the end?
Trees is the one that they sang at the end, yes. Let me make sure that, yep, we can see you. Would you have said Trees or Car Radio?
I would have said Car Radio to make you happy.
Do you have a preference?
I don't think I'm a big enough fan to have a preference.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so April, there you have it, people. April would have said Car Radio to make me happy, which she's such a great wife, isn't she? Mwah. All right, no more PDA, April. Oh, now people are saying hi to you. Why don't you have more subs, Tessa says, like, seriously. Well, if you want to share this with your friends, you could fix that.
Cliff asks why he doesn't have more subs regularly.
It's like, I'm so brilliant. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So, guys, we are going to go ahead and start closing down here. We have made the big decision. We've gone through the fire together. It's been absolutely sick as frick with you, my homies. Zachman Pro says I subscribed for April. Must have been early on that I think I remember you being around. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and close up shop. We are going to go to sleep because we have to wake up early tomorrow for works. Yep. And I have probably kept you up kind of late. So
this is important.
The winner is Trees, guys. We will go ahead and post that in the description, something like that. I don't know. This was super fun. I'm glad you guys were all a part of this. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for everything. You've changed my life, and you've changed the world with what
This is very dramatic tonight.
I'm being very dramatic because it's been an hour and 40 minutes of streaming, and I'm dying.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, wow. All right, guys. You guys are super cool. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Keep in mind, 21 Pilots Tuesday happens every Tuesday on this channel. We are going to be doing, I don't know what song, but probably Holding On To You we will be explaining. We've already explained tons of them, so check them out on this channel. I would recommend the Trees explanation, actually. It's out there somewhere, and it's a really good one. You'll see how much it means to me, too. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to tell you. Remember, Patreon's always a really good way to support this channel if you like what it's doing. Thanks again, Sophie, for the super chat. Thank you all for being here. You all are wonderful, and you guys have just a fantastic night.
No, this is my least favorite month. Least favorite. Okay.
Wait, what's your least favorite?
Somebody commented this must be my favorite month. It's the only my favorite month, except that everybody says April all the time. Because they're like, your assignment is due on April 28th. So I wasn't paying attention in class. And the professor's like, April. Anyway.
April's a little bit of a rough month for April because she thinks everybody's talking to her. Okay. Anyway. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this against my better judgment because this is so much fun. But you guys have a fantastic day. Care about you all. Thanks for being here.